International sport news, brought to you by BetRacer. For all your online browser-based racing needs, just go to www.betracer.com. Pre-season testing took place at Yas Marina Circuit in Abu Dhabi yesterday as Colin Nixon came out on top, the only driver to break the 1 minute 52 second barrier, despite dropping down a series. James Yarwood set the second fastest time of the day and completing the third most laps of the day. And then the most laps were run by Simon Pace of Quinn Racing Development, an ideal start to the new team from a driver with only a few GP2 races of GP2 experience. Seafoam Racing and Hornet Sting Racing also joined the GP2 grid this season. However, both suffered issues which hampered their running. Frank Johnson took to his driving duty today before his young drivers step in over the next 2 days, and embarrassed himself somewhat, running wide and damaging suspension, which was still being repaired into lunch, but fine come the afternoon. Lee Everett's car was suffering an engine issue during the later session, which led to the Briton taking it easy for a few laps before stopping for half an hour. The day was still worse for Billy Michael of Hinchtown Fizz Motorsport and Yuri Laszlo of Classic Motorsport. The New Zealander made a fool out of himself exiting the pits and wrecked the front right axle, turning late into a tunnel. It was an incident that made itself onto YouTube in just a matter of minutes. Thankfully, the damage was quickly cleared, but the delay of exiting the pits held up some teams was the reason why the low lap count for some of the drivers. Yuri Laszlo, meanwhile, heavily damaged his Classic in the morning after meeting with a tyre wall. An impressive feat at a circuit with such wide and long runoff areas. However, the mechanical team worked hard to allow the Brazilian to get some running at the end of the day. Tomo Unzart started steadily on his debut to Manor Motorsport, clocking up the second most amount of the laps for his team, which will be looking for him to be a bit quicker in the future as he eased into GP2. Fine, bar humbug, BAR humbug. The most illustrious and oldest name of the GP2 grid were the only team to split drivers. Josh Wood ran morning, however, completed 12 laps before calling it a day, citing a struggle for grip. Nick Robertson took over and continues his boss's start and set the third fastest time with relatively uneventful spell. Temperatures are set to remain mild in Abu Dhabi for the remainder of the week, with a chance of some wet mornings expected. We'll keep your eye out and inform you when it comes. So here is the results. So Colin Nixon with the fastest time on 1:51.906. He completed 66 laps. James Yarwood of Britain from Cayley Sport completed on 1:52.05, completing 74 laps for his Cayley Sport team. Nick Robertson of BAR Humbug completed a 1:52.097 with 43 laps under his belt. Simon Pace from Quinn Racing Development completed a 1:52.411 with 84 laps, the most of the day. Frank Johnson from Seafoam Racing, he completed 47 laps with his fastest time of a 1:42.439. And then Hornet Sting Racing, Lee Everett completed a 1:52.508 with 56 laps under his belt. Then the shocker, Billy Michael from Hinchtown Fizz Motorsport, the New Zealander, completed 1:52.655 with a total of 36 laps. Tomo Unzart from Manor Motorsport completed 79 laps with a total of 1:52.706. Yuri Laszlo from Classic Motorsport completed 32 laps with his fastest time of 1:52.835. Josh Wood, the final from BAR Humbug, completed a 1:53.244 with a total of 12 laps. Not so much there from him. Listen out for day 2 of pre-season testing.